Welcome to this video of The Corporation by Activision, not to be confused with Corporation by Core Designs. The basic idea of this game is mining an asteroid. Apologies for the strong language on the intro screen there. Coding is by Daryl Bowers, graphics by Focus, and the music by Adam Gilmore. So, from this title screen we can find out more about the game's story. The year is 3026 AD. Corporations have taken over from nations. Success must be achieved by any means possible. The mission briefing. Our corporation has intercepted a message from a rival indicating this asteroid, which is rich in the highly valuable Minorfian crystal. It's on a collision with a sterile moon and will not survive the impact. You've been promoted to Commodore of this mission to mine as much of the crystal before it is destroyed. A rival corporation will be arriving at the same time as you. This is a scan of the asteroid. As you can see, we're looking for that all-important Minorfian crystal shown at the bottom there. An interesting little reference there to dilithium crystals, obviously most famous for their use in Star Trek. So, the refinery lands on a target, carries all sorts of interesting features itself and processes the crystals, but it also houses up to 60 MRUs, mobile remote units, and has a single human crew member. That's you. Now, there are 6 different MRUs, as you can see on the screen here. The truck. This can transport the crystals back to the refinery. The cloaking device protects you from being seen by the enemy. Rocket launcher is the most destructive attack weapon you have. The mining unit. This actually has to be placed on a square to mine the crystals, and then the truck transports the crystals in containers back to the refinery. Survey craft detects what's there. Unstable ground is important to remember because that means you lose contact with a unit. Gun deck, which is not as strong as the rocket platform. Now, all MRUs, you have a choice of your solar reactor or fusion reactor. Solar-based MRUs will only function during daylight, so not on the night side of the planet, and as you'll see, that moves. But solar units are cheaper than fusion units. So now we know what we're moving, we can start. It's a 1 or 2 player game. When you complete a game, you're given a code which gives you more credits to start with. We start with 2,000 here, but it also means you have to go for more tons. We leave that equal to 0 and the computer plays. So now, here we can choose the units we need. Now we're going to need several of we'll probably only need 1 truck, but we're going to need several mining units. We'll take a rocket, we'll take a survey, alright, I haven't got enough credits, I'm going to have to sell that. A couple of those for the survey unit. gun unit. We don't have enough for a cloaking unit, so we'll continue. It's a brief load while we get onto the main game itself. So, we've landed on the asteroid. We only have 24 hours. And now we deploy our units. So that's our mining unit being deployed. We'll need to send out our survey unit. And we'll send out our rocket unit. So, we'll start by moving our survey unit across. And you can see there on the opponent, that yellow dot there is a crystal of some kind. And that grey band is the light side of the planet. So that's for using solar. They'll only be available there. So now we need to move our mining unit out to there, and you can set a path, but it won't drive through another unit. We'll send our truck out in the same direction. So now we're looking at things from the unit's point of view, looking for the crystal outcrops. When the cursor changes colour, there's something there. So you can see we're looking to the south and we can see our truck. So there's some crystals to the south. So bring the cursor down to the bottom and move our mining unit on. Now see there's a rival truck. That gives us an opportunity. And can you see at the bottom of the screen here, we now have one unit on our truck. So if we click on our truck and send him back to base, we'll transfer that unit back to base. So if we go back and have a look at our base, here comes the truck. We've transferred that tonnage back. Okay. So now we need to move our mining truck to this next outcrop. Now it's a different type of crystal, so what we'll do here is we'll dispatch another mining unit over here to pick up that one and send this mining unit over to there. Move our survey vessel. And I will send our truck out to there. Now, unfortunately, we've lost contact with this vessel, which is not good news. So we've picked up that container. And we picked up that container, and so now we'll send our truck back to base. We'll move our survey unit and we'll send this mining unit over there, and that's basically how the game plays out. You got to keep an eye on the time and the dark side, and of course then you also need to keep an eye on what the enemy is up to. And when time is up, and unfortunately yet again we've lost contact with that unit. Whether that's enemy action or unstable ground, I'm not certain. So let's send the truck back to base. We'll move our survey into this area and we'll deploy another mining unit. Now you can see here now we're on the view of the rocket platform. No enemies in sight. So let's see what the survey has found. So we've got some more minerals to pick up. Let's find our truck and bring our truck up here. Oh, and unfortunately we've lost contact with that mining unit. It's a good job we've got another one here. Oh, we lost control of that unit as well. So it must be some very unstable ground out there. We'll launch our last oh, would you believe it, that one's gone as well. So we're now out of MRUs. Send the truck home. Unfortunately their route planning is not very good, so you often have to coax them into a particular area. So now we've managed to get 6,000 tons, and unfortunately we don't have any more mining units, so that's all we can do. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the corporation. I personally found it quite tricky to get to grips with. Zap gave it an average review, and I think that's quite fair. Graphics are okay, but there's not enough variety. Controls are slightly complicated, and in the end it's a strategy game with limited appeal. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to my channel.